Oh, dude, this is the last look at the stock shock setup. What's going on, guys? So it is here. It is finally here. I've been waiting for this shock for what feels like a month because it's been approximately 24 days since I ordered this thing. This is the 𝕤𝕚𝕚𝕚 290mm shock. This is rated for 350 pounds. It does come with preload functions as well as a clicker for faster or slower rebound. Build quality, man, this thing is pretty solid. Obviously, we don't know how good it's gonna hold up, but for 100 bucks, that is 1,000 times better than the stock shock that currently sits on this thing. So obviously the stock TTR shock doesn't come with any setting types. Thankfully, Yamaha makes this really easy. Basically, it's got 2 cotter pins that take this shock out. You don't even have to remove any plastic whatsoever. You can just pull the back cotter pin out, drop the rear swing arm down, and then take out the front one and it slides right out. But what I am gonna be doing is I'm gonna have to take this number plate off and possibly the other one for the simple fact that there's gonna be some modification required. So when I say modification, it's not really a modification in the terms of cutting or retrofitting anything. Basically, these TTRs have a much wider shock base than the CRF and the KLX do. What I'm gonna have to do is mount this shock up, and then I'm gonna put like 2, I think actually 3 to 4 washers on each side of the shock base. We'll go ahead and get it started. Really, I think the only things you need, obviously, since it's just cotter pins, is gonna be the washers, the cotters, and to take those number plates off. I do have some new grips here as well. I got new handlebars coming. I did bend the heck out of these. But you can see how bad that that left side of the handlebar is bent. It's pretty gnarly. I do keep in mind that we've already got the BBR heavy duty springs and damping rods in the front. Those are also rated for 350 pounds. Those damping rods did add about 2 inches of height to the front. Now, I haven't put this shock on yet, obviously, but what I'm hoping is that that extra travel brings the rear down about 1.5 inches to 2 inches too. All right, guys, so that's it. That's taking the stock shock out. Again, probably one of the easiest possible things you can do on this bike. I'll go ahead and show you the size comparison. Now, obviously, you can see the quality of this D&M shock is a heck of a lot better. It's about 11 millimeters longer than the stock shock, and these coils are a significant difference. All right, so I'll go ahead and show you why we're gonna have to do some mods on here. Did get this kit right here from JTI Products as well. It's the same company that I also got the foot pegs and the foot peg cradle and skid plate. What these parts right here were for, they're for the Fox MXR shock, and JTI makes it as a conversion kit for the KLX and CRF shock to adapt to the TTR. What I was hoping was that you were gonna be able to take these fittings out and mount them in here to the bearing so that it would fit up. But unfortunately, it's just a hair too wide to fit in. All right, guys, so anytime you're reinstalling any of these pins right here, just be sure to grease them up. So that was way harder than I thought it was gonna be, but I do have 4 washers on each side of that shock, and it fits literally about perfectly. We'll go ahead and get the back mounted up. Obviously this one's gonna be a lot easier. All right guys, so that's pretty much it. We're gonna get these washers put back on and install these new cotters. And like I said, these cotter pins that came from Yamaha are really lightweight, and literally you can take these off with your fingers. So I bought some heavy duty cotters just so we can, you know, make sure these aren't going anywhere. That's it, dude. That is a really easy install. We'll go ahead and get these plastics and seat boot back on. So we got 1.75 inches out of that install in the rear. You can see we're almost touching the ground on this little stand now. So this has got a 350-pound spring versus the stock shock that is made for someone who's about 10 years old. So we'll go ahead and try it out real quick and see if it makes any difference. Oh dude, you can instantly tell how much better it is. So I think the rule of thumb with these pitters is if you can bunny hop it, then the springs are strong enough. All right guys, so I know I said that after this shock, the TTR110 build will be done, but I've got a few other things to do. The JTI Corso plate, brake, and foot pegs are still probably one of my favorite upgrades to the bike so far. I think they make the most significant difference over anything else. Now, obviously I haven't ridden it yet with this shock, but I think that's gonna make a huge difference too. But other than that, I appreciate you guys watching. Again, subscribe to the channel, give us a like on this video. If you have any questions, drop them down below in the comments, and we will see you in the next one.